Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about representation of image formed by spherical mirrors using ray diagrams. Okay, this is one of the most important thing to understand the image formation in mirrors. Okay, let us consider a concave mirror. Okay, let us consider concave mirror. Basically, one side of the mirror is coated with silvered thing. Okay, why? Because the light should not pass through the mirror. Okay, so and this is the center of curvature. Okay, I'll call it as a C, and this is the pole of the mirror. I'll represent it as a P. Okay, I'll draw the line which basically joins C and P. We will call it as a radius of curvature. Also, we can call it as a line which joins center of curvature C and pole of the mirror will be considered as a principal axis. Okay. Now just imagine light is coming and hitting the mirror here. This is the incident light ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis. Okay. After hitting the mirror, it will pass through the focus. Okay, this is the point we will consider as a focus F. Okay, if you want, I'll try with one more light ray. This is another incident light ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis. After hitting the surface or after hitting the mirror, it will reflect back and it will passes via focus. Here is the point where the image formation will take place. Basically, in the spherical mirror, after reflection, where the light will come and join, where the light will come and meet, that is the point we will call it as a image formed point. Okay, so this is the first case. Okay, I can say that when an incident ray passing parallel to principal axis, then after reflection it will pass via focus F. Okay, so this is the first rule you have to remember. Okay, whenever the light which is coming parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will go via focus. In the second case, okay, we'll consider one more concave mirror. Okay, basically coated with silvery thing, the another side of the mirror. All right. Okay, now what I will do, take the principal axis. This is the pole of the mirror. I'll call it as a P. This is the center of curvature. Okay, now the light ray is passing via focus. I mean, incident light ray is passing via focus. After hitting the surface, it will reflect back and go parallel to the principal axis. Very simple. Exactly opposite of the previous case. Okay, if the light ray is going via focus, after hitting the surface it will go back, which is parallel to the principal axis. This is called focus. Okay, I can write it here. When the light ray, when the incident light ray passing via focus F, then after reflection it will go parallel to the principal axis. This is the second case we have to remember. Okay, in the third case, let me take it another concave mirror, principal axis, which basically joins C and P. P is the pole of the mirror, C is the center of curvature. Okay, now the light ray, incident light ray will hit the pole. Okay, after hitting the pole, it will reflect back like this. Okay, I'll call it as a angle of incidence I, and I'll call it as a angle of reflection R. So here basically what will happen, we have to remember that this will follow the laws of reflection, where angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. Okay, I will write it here. When the incident light ray hit the pole, then it will follow the laws of reflection. Okay, so where angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. And here we have to observe one more thing. This will be CP is considered as a normal. Normal will always passes via center of curvature. Okay, this is the third case I can say here. And fourth one, we'll take one more concave mirror, principal axis. Okay, basically coated here. Now the light ray will pass us via center of curvature. This is the incident light ray. Okay, this I'll call it as a C, I'll call it as a P. Okay, after reflection it will follow the same path. If you want to try one more light ray, we'll try. This is the incident light ray which is going via center of curvature. After reflection it will follow the same path. I mean to say that it will go via center of curvature only. Okay, I'll write it here. Okay, when an incident light ray passing via C, I mean to say that center of curvature, then after reflection it will follow the same path. Okay, whenever the light ray passes via center of curvature, it will come back in the same path. If you want to say one more thing, whenever the light ray travel via normal, after reflection it will come back like this. Here also, if you want to, I can say here, whenever the light ray is going via normal, it will follow the same path. Here also, say that if it is going like this, it will reflect back in the same path. In all these 4 diagrams, we have observed one thing. I have represented with arrow mark. This arrow mark is very important. That's why we will call it as a ray diagrams. Ray means basically it is the path of the light. Okay, light will always travels in the straight line, so we have to represent this arrow mark. It means to say that light is going in this direction. After hitting P, it will coming back in this direction. So these are the important set of rules we have to remember while drawing the ray diagrams or any kind of image formation diagrams in the optics chapter. Okay, this is most important thing to understand, okay, and to solve any numericals. Okay, if you really like this video, kindly subscribe and support this videos. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching.